Every new year, we all do the same thing. We sit down and we set goals. New year, new notebook, new motivation. We tell ourselves that this year will be different, right? And for few weeks, it actually feels like it might be. Then February comes. Life gets louder, work piles up, energy drops, and quietly, without any big failure, the goals fade out. Not because you're lazy, not just because you don't want it badly enough, and not because you suddenly lost discipline. So, what really happened? Most people never stop to ask that question. They just assume something is wrong with them. But here is the truth most people avoid. The problem usually isn't the person, it's the approach, because the goals are fragile. And this video isn't about motivation, it's not about resolution, and it's definitely not about hustles. It's about something far more stable, which is systems. If you genuinely want 2026 to feel different, not just look good on paper, this conversation matters. Now, when I say systems, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about one part of life, or I'm not talking about productive apps or rigid routines. I'm talking about the invisible structure that quietly runs everything, like how we work, how we learn, how we take care of our bodies, and how we handle the money. Once you start noticing those patterns, you can't unsee them. And once you see them, you stop blaming yourself for things that were never about motivation in the first place. Here is where it usually breaks down. So, goal depends on motivation. Motivation depends on mood, and mood depends on life. So, and life doesn't care about your goal setting ceremony. Bad days shows up, stress shows up, confusion shows up, unexpected responsibilities come. So every single day, goal end up asking you a dangerous question: do I feel like showing up today? And if we are honest, on many days the answer is no. Not only to you, even to me. Not because we are weak, but because we are humans. Systems don't ask that question because system asks something much quieter but far more powerful. The question is, what happens even when I don't feel like it? That difference between relying on emotions and relying on structure, that's the everything. A system is discipline, and it's not willpower. A system is a design. It shows you arrange your environment, your habit, and your defaults. So progress happens with less thinking. You don't wake up every day asking, should I work today? Should I study today? Or should I take care of myself today? Because the answer is already built in how your day works. And when that happens, something interesting occurs. Progress becomes boring, but boring is powerful, because boring means you're not negotiating with yourself, you're not waiting for motivation to strike, you're not riding emotions, highs and lows. So you're just moving forward quietly. And once you understand this, you start seeing the system everywhere. Take career for example. Most people say, I want a better job in 2026. That sounds reasonable, but if you listen closely, it's not a plan, it's a wish. And Wishes don't survive reality. If you zoom out, uh, career don't grow because one big decision. They grow because of a small repeated actions that actually compound. A career system looks boring from the outside. It's things like choosing one skill to improve each week, building small project instead of waiting for perfection, then documenting what you learn instead of keeping it in your head, and even talking to people consistently, um, not only when you need something. No big announcement, no overnight success. Career don't grow suddenly, they grow quietly while most people are waiting for lucks. And once you see that, it changes how you look at learning too. Most people are consuming the information constantly through videos, podcasts, courses, posts, etc. But very few people convert that learning into output. And without output, learning feels productive, but it doesn't actually changes anything. Real learning system is simple, like less consumption, more application, time to reflect, and some from sharing, even if it is small. Because learning that never leaves your head isn't growth, it's just entertainment with better branding. And here is the important part: learning system doesn't exist in isolation, they direct affect your energy. So energy affects everything, that everyone knows. So health goals fail for the same reason that career goals fail. They rely on mood. I'll work out when I feel like, or I'll eat better when life slows down. But life doesn't slow down. Systems remove mood from the equation. You don't decide every day, you default. So your environment decide more than your intentions ever will. And once energy stabilizes, something else becomes clear: your relationship with money. So money matters to everyone. Money goals usually sounds like this: I want to save more, I want to earn more. But again, those are outcomes, not systems. The best question is, what system moves money without emotion? Because emotion is expensive, impulse is expensive. Systems are calm, and calm over time builds wealth. What most people don't realize is this. So, all these systems, career, learning, health, money, they are not separate, they are reinforced each other. When energy improves, learning improves. When learning improves, career option expands. And when career is stabilized to improve, then money stress reduces. And when money stress reduces, thinking becomes clear. That's how system compounds. And this is why they don't look uh, impressive at the beginning. In the first month, nothing dramatic happens. In 6 months, changes are subtle, and after a year, you'll see the difference become undeniable. Consistency doesn't scream, but it reshapes everything. And so instead of asking, what do I want from 2026, ask a better question: what system I am willing to maintain even on the bad days? Because that's the question, doesn't rely on motivation, it relies on design. And design beats intentions every time. If this made you pause and think, comment one system that you're going to commit this year, not a goal, a system. And if this kind of thinking helps you, subscribe, because we don't chase motivation here, we build structure. And see you on next video. And as I always say, I'll be consistent, and I promise you for that. See you on the next video. Subscribe and support us. Yeah.